Hey guys, welcome back to Corgi Gachas, and in this video I'm going to show you guys exactly how I managed to step foot into stage 11 by clearing the annoying stage 10-40. Let's dive right in. So this is a team that we're looking at for stage 10-40, which is incredibly strong. Consists of a team with Ayame, Adrianne, Angel Demon combo, right? There's a Naiah, there is a freaking Talia, as well as a Rebecca. This is the ultimate toxic team, and I will be honest, this is one of the teams at that point in time, right, up until stage 10-40, whereby I felt really helpless. I tried a lot of lineups and I just couldn't clear it. And even with the Naiah helper itself that I'm using, right, that I'm going to show you guys later, it's actually 1140 Legend Naiah that you guys have seen before, that I used in my previous videos, right. Even with this Naiah, I was having a lot of difficulty trying to clear it. I have to play with a lot of lineups before coming in to this lineup that we managed to clear with, and that is the first things first. We have the Clara, right, in this, and this is a sword formation, by the way, and I'll explain why later. And then we have the Lindsay, we have the Catherine, as well as the Talia, and then of course we have the Rental Naiah at the back. So the reason why I had to do a sword formation is very simply not enough DPS, not enough damage. I timed out a dozen times, right? I just couldn't do enough damage. It will be left with probably Adrianne hanging in the last few seconds, and I just couldn't kill her. It was very annoying and very I was quite frustrated that this stage is taking me so much time, right? But regardless, we finally managed to clear it with this exact lineup itself, and I think there were some lucky strikes that went in also, and also we did discover a new tech that we haven't used before, right? And that is the Clara stun tech. So we know that now there are a couple of ways to counter the Adrianne if it's being exposed. First, we can use the Chloe tech, which is Chloe taunting the Adrianne so that it's able to tank the hook, right? Or eliminate the hook totally. And then next we have the Clara, which knocks down or stuns the Adrianne itself, right? With the help of Vivi, it's able to go before its hook and then just slam it down onto the floor, and that's how you manage to eliminate the first hook. And then now we have a new tech, which is the Clara dash tech. So at the start of the battle, Clara would dash and it would go past the units, right, and stun any units. I'm not sure if it stuns all the units or stun one unit, but in this particular case itself, it's very applicable because when we put it in this specific slot itself, right, I'm not sure if it works for other slots, but from what I remember, this slot is the only slot that I managed to do the closest, right, and where no hook came up for that time. So maybe it has something to do with this exact lineup, but regardless, in this formation, in this lineup, the Clara is able to cancel the first Adrianne hook with its dash at the start of the battle while it dashes into the middle of the field, and hence we are able to eliminate that factor, and then the Naiah is able to output without being hooked into the middle, right? So very important here. But if you don't have this exact lineup, I would say one thing is you need to eliminate the Adrianne factor, right? And then second thing is you need to ensure that it has enough, the lineup has enough DPS. In this case, we use Lindsay as well as Naiah, right? But main factor I still feel is the Naiah. If you have a other friend unit, for instance a Manphy, it might be able to do enough damage, right? And high ascension Manphy at high levels alongside the human team can have the high the raise bonus, right, the combo bonus, as well as a Manphy doing super high damage if you manage to line it up perfectly. So test around to line up the units and then use the Manphy instead, right, if you guys don't have a Naiah friend. So that might be an option. Here I did not use the Vivi because my Vivi is at only elite tier, and I decided that the Naiah, the Talia itself can help to amplify the mana of the Naiah so that I'm able to ulti a bit more and then a bit faster. Then that's why I went with this exact lineup. So now let's dive right into the gameplay. So moving on to the gameplay, you can see the 1140 Naiah over here. Very important. It's my really my savior, right, in this stage. I think without it, I will be stuck here for quite a long time. Truth be told. So yeah, really sometimes free to play really need friends also, right? You can't really just be on your own. And look at this tech that I talk about, right? Without the Vivi, just nice, it lands up and the Claire manages to stun the Adrianne and prevent the hook. But the problem with this stage is also that the damage output is insane, right? My Claire went in within 5 seconds. it just disappeared, right? It's not even like an elite tier Claire, it's an elite plus, right? So you can say that, you can argue that it's not legend or it doesn't have good keepsakes, but that is not true, right? This Claire itself that I was using does have a legend keepsake also, I think. So it has decent keepsakes and still 5 seconds disappeared. So at least it manages to like eliminate the hook. And the problem with the Claire dying so fast is that we are only left with 4 units to use their main skills, and when you have less units to use your main skills, you have a harder time to generate mana, right? So everything's going to be slower. So one important thing, and where RNG comes in play, is that you need the Naiah to get kills, right? If the Naiah gets kills, it's going to regenerate a bit more of its mana, so it's able to use more times of its ulti, and that's what really matters, right? The main skill and the ulti is all that matters. The rest of the units are just there to supplement and to help it. So Talia is there to give the mana regeneration, so that even with 4 units, enough like mana is being regened for the Naiah itself, right? So very, very important. And yeah, look at this, the Talia, the rest of units are not going to be of any problem. Naiah really carrying this stage super freaking hard. And I know you guys might complain to say that, hey, you have a level 140 like legend Naiah, this is a whale friend that you have over here. But to be honest, I can have personally, I could have leveled up my Naiah and made it level 140, but yeah, the rest of units might suffer a bit. But even then, I don't consider a level 140 Naiah to be whale tier. Like, it's a free to play. Like, if it's a carry, I think a lot of free to play players might agree with me, right? Leave a comment in the comment section below if you have a level 140 legend Naiah as a free to play player. It's very, very possible. So that's how we managed to clear 10-40. Unfortunately, I don't have a personal Naiah like that. And definitely take a look at his stats. Naiah doing 1.2 million damage once again. Pretty shocking, but yeah, Lindsay doing 700k. And that about does it for the stage review for stage 10-40. And I understand some of you might not have a Naiah friend. Instead, go for a Menfi friend like I suggested. They both do a lot of damage, and that is the trick to this stage in particular. But also, if you're unsure what units, right, you can use moving forwards to chapters up to chapter 15, right, what are good, what are bad, definitely check out this video here where I touch on a ultimate tier list that's recently being released. I'll see you guys over there. This is Corky Gachas signing off.